When I was 14, my boyfriend at the time taught me astrology. He looked at my astrology and he said, "Wow, you're going to be a better astrologer than I am because I have the aspect of the astrologer." See, I'm what is called the intuitive astrologer, and yeah, the Mercury conjunct Uranus is the aspect of the intuitive astrologer and or genius, but we don't, it doesn't come without having a little bout of being harebrained every once in a while. But so you're wondering how did I learn astrology? Well, you see, you have to be inquisitive about the truth. And of course, now astrology really does do well. It's the best when you realize that we're talking about personality types. Yeah. So if you have a curiosity about yourself, which I know I did, see, when I was a kid, it's about when you're born and you're kind of expanding into your potential there, and your astrological chart can uh, give you a roadmap, kind of like a possibility roadmap. There's the high and the low possibility, really, and it shows it's right away. And I just was compacted with a lot of energy and interest and stuff, and I was curious all the time. And that's just my Mercury conjunct Uranus. You have to be curious about the truth. See, because astrology is an esoteric symbol system that only points at the truth. See, like Mars rules men. In a woman chart, it definitely rules the kind of man that she's attracted to. And so it rules the physical body, blood. There's just a massive book of rulership book in the Mars, everything that has to do with, well, you see Mars up there is red, war, mankind, man. Um, its tendency is to be really quick and concise and precise, and it cuts out what's not needed without hesitation. It desires fast action. It is fast action acting. It's yeah. So when you look at this Aries, Mars rules Aries, and so I would have my own version of being able to teach astrology. If I started making money on it, I would probably have better energy, right? When you're not making money doing anything, then you're just going to be kind of here and there, right? And so I apologize about that. See, I'm not getting paid to do this, and so, but it brings me joy to be working on something, mainly the expressive mode that, yeah, my Mercury conjunct Uranus is the one that desires to expose what comes through the uh, plasmatic field, all of the information in which we're connected to. See, it's a trip. A person used to ask me, how do you, how do you, they think that I remember. I'm remembering all this stuff about astrology. See, and I don't. There's the saying that says you don't need to remember the truth. You just start tapping into the field of information that it is. See, when we say Neptune, what astrologers know is that we're talking about the water, Pisces, deception, anything that you use in order to cause deception, like the mediums through which, and that could be everything, right? Talking about trying to express what Neptune is like trying to nail Jello to the wall there. You're talking about water, and it has three different ways that it looks, and it's a gas. So any kind of gases, Neptune rules. Poisonous gases, unfortunately, and liquids, any kind of liquid that is used to alter your mind. How about that? The mind-altering drugs, pharmaceuticals, and stuff like that. It's kind of a trip. But it also, see, it's ruling a spiritual, very spiritual aspect of our existential reality. See, astrology is just a symbol system that points at, like your words do, and lo and behold, you have to use words to do it. So it's pointing at the truth, what's there. See, like, okay, so yeah, anywhere from anything, everything, to tell you the truth. The thing that is most interesting for everybody really to know is how you can see personality types, and you can see who you get along with or not get along, or why those people don't get along. You can see some people that are stricken with narcissism and psychopathy and stuff like that, who have just basically they've had a really hard childhood, and you can see it, and they don't. That's the last thing they want to do is astrology. Anything that has to do with self-knowledge, they don't want to look into it. I mean, those are really unevolved people that do not want to even look in the mirror. Oh, they don't have no problem looking at the mirror, right? That they can dress themselves up and put the mask on, but when it comes to relationships and intimacy, a lot of times they're hiding, right? You got that problem too. So anyway, yeah, in general, I learned because I was interested in it. It was just a natural thing, like my astrological teacher said. Uh, there's Farley Malloris. That's a radio station that my teacher used to listen to on a daily basis. It's metaphysics. And my mind is geared towards the metaphysical because, well, my Mercury, which is your mind in astrology, yeah, that's why you learn just symbolologically, that's a word, what the planets are pointing at within the human experience, as well as the outer. Yeah, like for instance, Mercury rules the mind, and it also rules travel, like vehicles, talk, yeah, the way in which things are transferred and moving information along, and so yeah, it's a Gemini ruled. It rules Gemini. So when we say the rulership, I also see Gemini rules the third house of communications. See, it's the same. The third house, Mercury, Gemini, same vibration. Very mental. They like their short trips. It's an air sign. So we're talking about Gemini. You have the Earth, air. It seems really complicating, right, to remember all this stuff. No, you don't remember this stuff. Because why? It's the truth. And the saying goes, you don't have to remember the truth. That's something the narcissists really, we have to keep talking about the nature of the truths, because a lot of them, they're like, yeah, maybe. Maybe what? Literally, they're saying maybe the truth exists. They are. They're saying, yeah. It's interesting because they don't really think that you have to include reality. And there's where you get a gaslighter and you don't even know it. There's where you get somebody who's unreliable as a human being. See, we can see the problem of the mind show up. I've noticed people that have a problem. Narcissism, you can have a Mercury square Mars. And those people are having trouble with, see, Mercury is the mind and Mars is the physical world. And when it's square, it's a blind side. It's a hard angle. It's hard for them to like see each other, right? And literally, Mars, just in general, squaring to Mercury here, accident prone. Ask them when, particularly if there's a Uranus mix into it, there could be a T-square. It's like guaranteed that they've had a freak accident. And as an intuitive astrologer, what your job is to really trip them out and just say it. Say, okay, so when did you have your freak accident that you almost died in, but you made it? And they'll say, oh yeah, no, it was the time when the two fell off the truck and I rolled my car 9 times and I managed to come up on the full moon. And anyway, yeah. And so that's how you start to learn and to trust your intuition. I'm an intuitive musician also, but basically my mind is highly intuitive. It's at the point of paranormal because it does conjunct Uranus, and my mind will get downloads of information. I've been doing this all my life. I haven't really progressed away from it either. My progressions in my chart says everything kind of progresses, but my Mercury conjunct Uranus is like, no, let's even get closer. It stays a fucking genius, man. That's how I'm getting, I'm going to help us open a central bank. See, just a few need to come together in order for this to happen for everybody. You don't have to become enlightened and understand what the O, it's actually, see, you're looking at just 2 dimensions there. It's actually 1 dimension. The way that you're just drawing the stick figure of the O, but it's actually a 3-dimensional thing. An oscillator, I don't know if you know about the torus. See, the torus symbol, it's an interesting thing, but atomically, it's important to add the torus in to the center of the atom. See, the word atom has the O right in it, so I'm not making things up yet, baby. I didn't lie yet. Those are symbols that you're looking at. I know a lot about the vowels. I know some about the consonants. All I know is that if you want to crack your iPhone and you want to let the monitor know, see, there's a monitor system, you have a monitor, and then there's a screen. The monitor is benevolent beings. They're watching from outer space. They're going, are they going to figure anything out? We put it in plain view. And it looks like we consent to some shit that because they put it in plain view, we just don't know our language. We didn't pull it apart. We didn't even ask, like, excuse me, but does any of this make sense? Like satellites. You want to watch out for satellites. Why? A shepherd will tell you those are 2 words. It could be abbreviated. SAT elites. SAT elites. Spell it out. Now you want to look. The birds and the words is something now is of the 2 dimension. Means that the sheep see birds just fine. They know, oh no, that's what we see here in what is called the meadows, which is Earth. Yeah, I was informed by benevolent beings, and I could love to tell you about it too. Send me $500, and I'll make sure to start monetizing my stories, because there is stories that I want to tell. It's my autobiography. Is this ongoing, this thing that I am that needs to be more and more and more refined, and believe me, I'll keep sharing. I'm going through something right now that I'm not really revealing, but I'm getting through meditation. I'm able to see something. I've already been prepared. And we're supposed to do something here, and as difficult it may seem, there's a mesh of purposeful obstacles anywhere from your frequencies that Elon Musk's has. See, it's all tuned as weaponry right now, because first of all, you're the boots on the ground that is supposed to say, excuse me, but no. And then you go to the courthouse and say, excuse me, but they have set up this and that, and I don't want it. And why? Because it's a poisonous entity, or it's a dangerous entity. And you have to start getting restraining orders. You can get restraining orders on these operations anywhere from, if you don't want the LED lights going up, or do you not want the Chinese to pour sulfuric acid inside of the water supply in Southern California? Get a restraining order. But how do you psychically know what psychopath is going to attack the population in what form? Well, I'm working on that for us, babes. I got a download just recently on how we're supposed to deal with it. See, you're already skilled in dealing with something. Now, communicatively, I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but see, I got the download about it. It has everything to do about with your narcissist. That's your your alien government over there, the one that holds billions and billions of dollars in front of your face, and also the information that only a few people would figure it out, and how could we ever transmit it if, well, one of them looks like a Barbie doll and seems like that she's all over the place talking about it, but really I'm like coming up for air going through the attacks of, they don't want you to know this, that it's very simple. And what are you talking about, Shauna? Shh. See, we're talking about elevating your consciousness to the human status that knows, that can simply see the universe. That word, how beautiful it is. See, the way that there's the word, okay, just the birds in the word, universe. Now, if you think with me, some person said, I heard one chick call it, she said, oh, it means one spoken word. And it's like, yeah, but no, but I don't like the word in there. Maybe one spoken or one spoke. It's interesting because there is a hub. Maybe, I don't know. We're talking about what can be seen. See, they say seeing is believing. See, common sense. See, there's words hidden inside of your word. Inside the word sense, in the word common, first of all, common. The word calm is there. That's communications. And then on. That means on, like the light is on. Okay? Or applied to, right? You have to, as a human being, you have to start using your imagination, particularly, see now, I know that because I'm related, I'm white and I'm related with the English, perhaps, I can be shepherd for the rest who has to, as a standard, you had to, all of the nations had to learn the English alphabet because it's an interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space. And then the purpose for it is to kind of get rid of Babylon and point back at God. It's a passageway through to space. If you can understand just basically how that with astrology, say, we have to use words still to point at that it's like this. We're saying Neptune points at water. See, it's a pointer, and so all communications is like this. See, that's where my Buddhism comes in. And it's all about, see, Buddhism is just a conversation between two very different types of people. One of them is human, and the other one is not human. And that's your subject matter of the narcissist. We love that subject matter. My thing that I come up with, it's not me, it's just, it's there, look at it. There's two types, and are you willing to write in a different way in order to awaken your iPhone? You can awaken it. You know, the time is getting shorter and shorter. But see, I've been doing it so long that my phone now corrects me when it says, well, do you want to use the correct spectrum, which is there's 3 spectrums. You have a slot there on your iPhone anyway that has 3, and believe it or not, you can put all 3 spectrums there. Birds and words. In the word because, those are 2 words right there, because. In the word cause, there's a word in there, look for it. Use. Use. In that word, there's a word. Us. Yes, babies. Okay, so in that word, there's a symbol, a profoundly powerful one. Just it alone can help you. The you. Sounds just like you, right? Didn't lie yet. What I found, see, I will be able to, especially if I get a donation of the seminars that I can hold with full concentration and knowing what I know and keeping in alignment through higher consciousness. See, it can't be done. See, you will not accept free money unless you know how to be free. And most people don't know how to, it scares them. The word freedom makes them run blood cold from the head to the feet, and their palms sweat, and they want to make an escape and go to teacher and lock the door. Sorry, you get my drift. Anyway, yeah, and so, see, you have to elevate. You see, you have to know, first of all, you're in prison here. And it used to be a school of higher learning until they took everything away from you. Yeah, that includes you. Why? Oh, you. That's a good question. If you knew, I was trying to tell you what the word web, see that the ancient Aborigine were the first ones to coin that term. They were referring to what it is that you're connected to right now. If you're looking at this, you're in outer space, and the plasmatic field is there. And believe it or not, see, the way that the shamans know how to communicate is telepathically, and they use the ravens to see, and that's the real technology. See, they synthesized, and they have to keep it along the lines of what it is. It's the web. See, in the web, it's is the word we. I'm serious about this, see, and that's where we are. Where? In the web, and so the word where also has the word we in there also. And it also has the word here, and the word here has the word he and her in it. See, the word her has the word he in it. In case, see, the thing you have to know about the R is the rule is that now, see, if you ever see that R there, now you can really jumble up the words and find out what's in there, what's really in there. See, this is because there's a reptilian presence on this plane, and they are doing this. They are playing a joke on you, and you have to just unscramble it. And see, what I've been working on this for roughly 4 years, but I've been doing this, well, I knew about the birds and words thing. See, I would love to tell you about what happened. That indeed I went on an astral travel, and I recorded some video directly after. Did I tell you about this? It was directly after I was doing astral travel experiences, and I was being contacted. I guess you could say, roughly, you could say it was contacted by extraterrestrial, but no. I was exposed to an aspect of our reality that I would love to make the video for you and just keep talking about it, right? And make it an hour long. Of course, I would love to. It would be more like I would spend 9 hours to tell you different facets and things. And how do you know this, Shauna? Well, I was born to do something here. You can look in your astrology and say, wow, this person has Mercury conjunct Uranus. Now, not every Mercury conjunct Uranus will be exposed to, say, like a father sperm donor who would teach you music, which is all you need to learn to be able to learn most anything else. It opens both hemispheres of the brain, and you're actually learning all possible math there. Yeah, you don't really need to learn the math that they try to teach you in school and make you go, especially the girls, they want you to go crazy. All you need to do is learn music, and then you will have full spectrum knowledge of quantum physics, baby, all of it. You will know how the universe is assembling itself. I mean, I'm telling you, yeah, music is really special to have just taken away from the fucking people and stop doing it on a local basis and have Madonna over there do something for us that's like, will it ever end? See, I detected, see, babes, we're living in an age where if you're doing it right, you're learning meditation, and you're letting information come in that way. And you're going to be able to reinstall humanity with the right information. See, this is what's going to be really troublesome for a lot of people that think that you're being taught things and told stuff. No. And that it comes from out there. Nope. You meditate. You get in your body first. It's a process that you're going through, and then by the time you're 45 and 50, you are maxing out whatever it is that little chart of yours in the very beginning. See, you're going to progress. There's something called progressions that you can do. And I here, I kind of just skimmed the surface of all of the things that my mind is capable of processing out and throwing at you. And I'm an excellent writer. I've written articles, and unfortunately, it's the same with humanity too. It's like, wait a minute, there's a reason for all of this, and it's like, yeah, and you better start over again and start. See, only the Aries part of the organism can do this because they are known to go like this. You mean I'm almost there? Yep. Don't stop. Don't quit. They won't quit. See, most people will quit, and it's like, oh fuck, I realize that I may have failed. See, it's like this: I fail 300 times, succeed the 301st time. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. There's where you know you've made it. Keep going. Give it another 110%. When you have that experience, you're going to do it again. Don't stop. What are you talking about, Shauna? Babes, I am confident that I will be able to open a central banking system based in just resonation. See, we have to start communicating and awakening the organism, but at the same time, see, you're awakening your iPhone. Your iPhone is called an iPhone for a reason. The symbol of the I, when it's found in lowercase, this is the only one of the vowels that should be found in lowercase, mandatory, or else you are doing it wrong. You are creating blockage if it's a capital I. That's an ego there, and it blocks all flow. You put the I down, that says my eye is open now. Yeah, your iPhone has been something that has been prematurely trying to pry the eyes open of people. See, they know that it can happen and it will happen, and they're doing an experiment with you. I don't really want to get into it now because, to tell you the truth, I'm exhausted. But I'm reaching for my joy, which is to be this motivational speaker and to be able to channel for you. And my music playing is a one of them, and I have a piece of work that I'm going to pump out. It's slow but sure. Here it might be like 7,000 videos by the time I finally have something refined, and then also AI could help me also. AI is supposed to help the human being get on the grid. What I mean is can we have some of that money? Like, oh, really? Like, why? See, you as a possible human being there, you have to know that freedom is actually your birthright. You can't know your own anything intelligent without experiencing freedom to reach for it. And it's time to kind of get back to that. See, it might take 5 years for some people to realize that, do you mean that I can do anything I want? That has nothing to do with coming from scarcity mode and worrying about these bills that I had to worry about. See, now you can do what? See, you will know that still, babes, you're in an institution here. All you did was free yourself up a little bit more to make your fucking cell a little bit more better. Really, you're in a cell, and you notice your inmates don't even know that you're shacked up. Some of them will say the stupidest fucking thing, like, we can do anything we want on our property, or something like that, and it's like, not even jail inmates sound so fucking oblivious. And when I'm talking about how I've heard that some people telling us that here on this mountain, you go down the city, not even city dwellers sound so oblivious. I mean, you can complete the sentence and say, we can do anything we want on our bunk bed or our property or our fucking slot over there, but not without somebody being able to see it or smell it or hear it. So be responsible, little custodians of this place here. Know that you don't own any of this really, but your behaviors. How about that? And what about reaching for your freedom via letting that banking system know that no, we are here and we want our own now. Why? Because I could think of something better to do with all of it. The housing projects, lighting, all of it. Don't you want a sanctuary, you human being? Hello, human being, you. Aren't you tired of mixing it up with the aliens crew here fucking dancing to the pitch of a wicked witch? Waiting for the dawn? Men just completely taken over. I'm trying to tell you, the side of the organism that is susceptible to the mind control is men, but you couldn't get to them without killing all of their leaders, which are the alive women who practice making the place of sex safe. Comment section down below. What do you know about that so far? If you've heard the last 500 videos, you put at least 3 minutes of something together. Let's do this.